Bonjour. 116th day, first video. We're working in French. There's what we have so far. Yeah, let's read it after me. Conversation française. Salut, mademoiselle. Bonjour, monsieur. Comment allez-vous? Je vais bien. Merci. Et vous? That's what we have so far. Now, harvesting from it. Pronunciation on page 12.1, I think it is. You should have pronunciation. And there I would like you to write down in your notes, French, unlike Spanish, but like English, is not pronounced as written. Very often. You cannot count on it. Because it's written one way, it's often said another way. That is so true of English. For example, the English word night. I use that all the time as an example. It looks like it's knecht. Well, it's not. It's night. Anyway, in French, that's also true. Many letters are silent. Allez, vous. Two silent letters right there. Many letters are silent. You should write that down. Many silent letters are sounded because of elision. In other words, comment. That T is silent. But if allez is coming after it, you'll hear it. Comment allez-vous? That's called elision. And now, I'd like you to jump to the 8th section of your notes. This is linguistics. I don't think we have this yet, I don't think. So on page 8 point something, 3, 4, 6, I don't know. In the 8th section, elision, I'd like you to write this down because it's true of more than one language. Elision, instead of, well, I guess I define it, it's running words together. I guess that'll do as my explanation. But an example, in English, you say an apple, but you say a pear. You don't say an pear. You don't say a apple. It's like the N is there, but you only pronounce the N if the next word starts with a vowel. An apple. Now in English, we don't spell it there. We don't leave it there. But in French, comment allez-vous? Right there is elision. Comment allez-vous? You hear the T because of elision. All right. Now, harvesting from this conversation. I'm moving right along here. Back to French. On page 12.1, you could write down nouns. Under nouns, we have conversation, la conversation. And I would challenge you to not write down the English. You know what it means. The conversation. And some of you already know why I'm saying la conversation. It's feminine. You might have already figured that out. We also have a noun here, jour. That names something. A noun is a word that names. Le jour. That means the day. Now in Spanish it was dia, from which we have diary. But jour, we've got the English word journal. You write in a journal every day. Bonjour. Oh, mademoiselle. Well, there we've got la dame. La dame is the lady. And mademoiselle, I guess la mademoiselle, I guess we've got that as well, you could say. And that, you could translate that as the miss, if you wanted to. The miss, the unmarried woman. So we took care of that, we took care of that, we took care of that. Monsieur, well, le monsieur would be the sir. Monsieur would be Mr. Monsieur, monsieur. I don't know if you had enough room or not. This would be le monsieur. Le monsieur would be the Mr. Comment allez-vous? Je vais bien, merci à vous. Okay, those are nouns. Well, we've got some adjectives. So on the back of that, under ADJ, this would be page 12.2. Française. Well, français. Right there. Whoops. Français. No E at the end. That's French. Means French. It might end with an E. And some of you probably even realize that it's because it's describing something feminine. If it would be the French Mr., it would be le Monsieur Français. And you wouldn't hear the S. Française. And that's French. And notice that I capitalize it. In English you capitalize it. Mademoiselle, bonjour. Bon, there's an adjective. What kind of a day? Bon. Bonjour. But it could be bonne. If you were saying good night, night is feminine, so la nuit. So you'd say bonne nuit. You would say it this way. That means good. Comment allez-vous? Je vais bien, merci à vous. I think that takes care of adjectives. Let's see, on the bottom of this page, what is it? I think we've got on the bottom of this page conjunctions. I hope. Anyway, conjunctions, wherever they go, we have one. Vous, and. You notice you don't hear the T. Vous. All right, on the top of the next page, I think this would be page 12.3. There, I think at the top we've got interjections, possibly. And you could put down salut, means hi. Salut. And merci. There we go, that's an interjection. You could put that about any place you wanted. And that means thanks. Merci. Oh, I forgot adverbs. Back on the other page, we have an adverb. We have two adverbs, so back we go. Under adverbs, this is on page 12.2. Comment? That's what's called an interrogative adverb. It asks a question, comment, and it means how. Comment? And the answer was bien. Je vais bien. I go well. An adverb is a word that asks or answers one of these four questions: how, when, where, or why. That one asks one, that one answers one. Bien. Je vais bien. All right, underneath interjections, I think the next thing there is pronouns, I think. We've got some pronouns. Actually, let's start with this one. Je. No, well, I'm not going to sort these out. Ma is a pronoun. Well, we should say mon first, and then ma. Mon, monsieur, monsieur, madame, that means my. Comment allez-vous? Vous is you. Je vais bien, merci à vous. Well, I took care of that. Je is I. Je. Je vais bien, merci à vous. And prepositions, we don't have any yet, but you do come on the next page, you come to verbs. And under verbs, we've got the verb aller, which means to go. You haven't seen it yet, but I'm using your Spanish, that R. There it is in French, aller. And je vais. Je vais. Now this I will sort out. That means I go. Vous allez, you go. That's you go. Interesting that they share no letter, well, they share nay. Now over here, eventually you're going to hear nous allons, vous allez. We took care of that, we took care of that. I think that's it. All right, in the next video I'll add to the conversation a little bit.